You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Сыграем.
Welcome back to Take 16. I'm Spencer Beehler.
I'm Benjamin Slack.
And Ben, we don't have as many topics to get to today, but we have a lot of gaming updates. Yeah?
Nope, very, very exciting.
I mean, not gaming, entertainment updates, man.
yeah,
I'm
but
warning.
it's so much fun. It might as well be a game when we talk about this.
Well, this first one isn't exactly very fun, though, but...
No, of course, we are talking about the recent passing of former child star Hayden Panettiere. If we can bring her up, please. Yes, there she is right there. Famous child star, of course, from Remember the Titans, Ice Princess, Heroes, and Nashville. Nashville, of course, she started her singing career on there, and from there, her songs appeared in various films. I always remember her song Try from Bridge to Terabithia. That was really, really good. Of course, she would go on to appear in the Scream franchise in the 4th and 6th entry, both on a high note. And this is just a very sad loss. As of right now, her death is still under investigation. There was a possibility that it might have been an overdose on drugs, but as of right now, the coroner is not ruling on that yet. Of course, the 911 call did come as possible OD, but again, nothing is officially confirmed yet. She did have her problems battling depression. She gave up custody of her child to her husband. And this is just a case that is going to continue to develop, I think, in the weeks and possibly months to come. Ultimately, it is a very, very sad tragedy, and we are thinking about her and her family members as we speak. So, IRP Hayden Panettiere.
And she was in the last Scream, one of the last Scream movies, wasn't she?
Yes, I mentioned Scream 4 and Scream 6.
Yeah, and there's a lot of suspicion surrounding her death, too.
There
but
is.
This is seems to be an unfortunate trend in child actors from starting in the Disney Channel and such. I just how unfortunate it ends. It's very, very sad.
Yes, and speaking of Disney, of course, I mentioned Ice Princess, which was a very popular film that she starred in, and her co-star, Michelle Trachtenberg, the star of that movie, ultimately passed away last year as well due to complications of diabetes. And, of course, Michelle Trachtenberg was very, very well-known child star, of course, appearing in Buffy the Vampire Slayer and various other projects, including Gossip Girl and stuff like that. And it is a very, very sad loss now. You can't watch that movie now without thinking about those two leads. It's just a tragedy that is happening in the Hollywood Hills, and we are thinking about her and her family members as we speak right now.
Thoughts and prayers to the family for that.
Yes.
Well, onto a different topic now. We have Mel Gibson in the house. So
there he is, Mad Max himself.
Yep. Or Lethal Weapon 5, as per Variety. He says him and Richard Wank, is that how you say it?
Yes.
They've completed the script for Lethal Weapon 5, apparently, but he says the film remains in, we're not to say this word, right, Ben, on broadcast?
I always call it development heck when it comes to stuff like that.
So, you know what? He says it's an industrial film heck, but he hopes it'll be freed up, hopefully within the next year.
I'm just honestly shocked that they're going with the Lethal Weapon 5 because it's been quite a few years since the 4th one. But you know what? If they can get him and Danny Glover again, I'm all for it. It can join the ranks of all those legacy sequels that are out there.
Yeah, but they're old.
They are, but hey, come on. All these other actors are coming back to play roles that they are famous for. Look at Harrison Ford playing Indiana Jones for the 5th time.
Well, yeah, but that was also a few years ago, and yeah.
Mel Gibson can still act really, really well, and
he
so
can
Danny
act,
Glover,
but
let's be honest.
Can he take a crowbar to the face? So,
well, you know what? We'll find out when the movie possibly comes out.
Hopefully it's when and not if. But full disclosure, I've never seen any Lethal Weapons, but I will change that very soon. Hopefully soon. But before we get into that tangent, we also have, I put this out of order. Next is Sam Neill. Ben, do you want to get the spiel on this?
Of course. Well, according to Deadline, Sam Neill did film an undisclosed role for the live-action Sony and Nintendo film adaptation of The Legend of Zelda before his passing earlier this year. This is set to release May 7th, 2027. And might we just say and look back at Sam Neill's career, this is just an incredible actor from movies like Jurassic Park, and he was just another Hollywood staple that we are unfortunate to lose. It's almost like we are in a trend right now. Unfortunately, we are living in that time where just Hollywood legend after Hollywood legend is sadly passing away. But knowing that we are going to see him up on screen at least one last time again, I think that's just something great right there.
Yeah, we got The Legend of Zelda, and we also he's also in the next Godzilla X Kong too.
Ironically, he's most famous for Jurassic Park, and he's going to star alongside probably the most famous dinosaur of them all.
Another reptile. How about that?
Look at that.
And next we have Dave Bautista.
There he is.
So if I can find my place back in the script here again. Wow, I lost my place in the script. He's basically the new God of War series by Amazon and MGN. The current actor Ryan Hurst got badly injured on set, and they're recasting him, and apparently Dave Bautista is in talks to possibly replace him. Ben, do you know anything about God of War?
I do, and I think we should note that Amazon has declined to comment on this possible confirmation at this time. But yes, I am aware of the God of War and all that, and I think Dave Bautista would fit that role pretty decently.
Yeah, but listen, the new God of War that they're adapting, this is a later game in the franchise, so obviously they're older, but I don't know about starting off halfway through Kratos' life. I don't know if are you familiar with the video game franchise, first of all?
Yes.
You are. So you know God of War 1 through 3, and then the God of War, which is technically 4, and then Ragnarok and all that. I don't know. I guess we'll see. He was supposed to be in the new Gears of War, but that went, I don't know what happened to that after it was announced in 2016. No further comment on that, huh, Ben?
No further comment on it. I think I'd like to move down a little bit ways and check out another report from Deadline where Garth Edwards will not return to direct the 5th Jurassic World film, and due to reported creative differences. But Scarlett Johansson, Jonathan Bailey, and Mahershala Ali are expected to return for a possible 2027 shoot. Spencer, I got to ask now that we were talking about, we were honestly talking about Jurassic Park just earlier with Sam Neill, but what's your opinion on those films?
They're mostly fun for the most part.
Mostly fun. You can't top the first one, that's for sure.
First one, amazing, Park. 10 out of 10. Second one, you know what? I liked it.
Lost World,
Third one,
okay.
you know what?
Jurassic
that was a fun
Park
ride.
Jurassic World.
Fun ride. Fallen Kingdom. Dominion. I enjoyed seeing the original cast back, but
And Rebirth.
Rebirth. I liked it for what it was. Fine. The ending was very nostalgic feeling because it ended exactly as the first one ended.
It did, yeah. The only thing missing was the same music.
Yeah. Anyway, next, Ben, I'm going to let you take on Nicholas Holt's Harry Potter because I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Okay, well, again, according to Deadline, Nicholas Hoult has been cast as Gilderoy Lockhart for HBO's Harry Potter Season 2, which, of course, is adapting J.K. Rowling's novel, The Chamber of Secrets. And I don't know, I'm a bit mixed on that casting. I still picture Kenneth Branagh in that role, and Gilderoy Lockhart is supposed to be the suave, sophisticated type character who is secretly a coward in real life. And I just can't picture Nicholas Hoult in that role. But he's blown me away multiple times with playing roles like in Nosferatu and even his turn as Lex Luthor in the DCU. So, you know what? I'm very, I think he can do it. I'm just very interested to see where they take it.
I'm going to argue that Lex Luthor has some pretty cowardice that was shown in the movie, in the Superman movie.
Yeah, but it's also a very different role.
Oh, I know. Yeah, they're very different people, I know. But
and correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't Nicholas Hoult, is he British or?
I think that sounds like a heavy British accent to me. If it's
it?
not a British
Okay.
accent, I am sorry, people. But
Most of the time I've seen him act, he usually speaks American. So
well, that's because that's all of most of the roles he's gotten.
Exactly, and that's why it throws me off.
That proves how much of a good actor he is. I
Yes.
don't know how easy or hard accents are to get, but I heard American accents for British or Australian people aren't the easiest thing to do. So.
Well, they say American is the hardest language to learn. So, and I
Really?
believe it. Oh yeah, 100%.
I can't even learn Spanish. Anyway.
Neither can I, and I'm half Hispanic. So.
Okay. Anyway, I want to read this one because I am kind of flabbergasted by this. Apparently, Jafar Jackson is joining Will Smith and Anna Sophia Robb in Amazon MGN and Miramax's action thriller Supermax, which this is a title I've been hearing about for a while, but not really gotten any updates. Jafar
Do you know what
Jackson,
it's about?
You know, I read it, but I didn't put it in here for some reason. I think these FBI agents are investigating something happening in a Supermax prison. So it's like an inside contained full-on action thriller. It sounds a little bit like The Raid to me, based on that description.
Well, Jafar Jackson, we know he can act because if you've
Yes.
seen the Michael Jackson biopic movie where he played his uncle, pop superstar Michael Jackson, the man can act and he does have talent. So, because that was a total transformation that he went through to play his uncle. And then if you see him interviewed, it's like, whoa, it's like, is this the same human being? Or, you know, it's kind of crazy and stuff like that. Spencer, you and I were talking about Anna Sophia Robb right before we started recording about, we haven't seen her in quite a while.
I haven't seen her since Soul Surfer, and then like a decade and a half later, I saw her here and there, but she felt like she's just dropped off the face of the earth, and now she's back. I saw she was in Rebel Ridge of Aaron Pierre, is that how you say his name?
Yes.
John Stewart, Green Lantern. She was in that movie with him. And hey, I can't
I
remember.
love how you just immediately jumped to call them John Stewart Green Lantern.
But now she's going to be in a full-on action thriller. Is it going to be R-rated? Please, it's come on,
You and your
R-rated.
R-rated movies. What? What is
We're
with
adults
that?
and we enjoy mature storylines that are good. Okay, you don't need the R rating for a good story, granted, but
Yeah.
I mean, when it comes to an action thriller in a supermax prison, when you shoot someone in the head, there's gonna be blood, or when you, sorry, you know. Anyway, I'm excited to see her back, especially in an action that don't nod your head at me like that. I'm excited to see. I haven't seen her in a while, and she's an adult now. Gave me a full-on action film with her, and hey, if she can fight, I'd like to see her kick some butt.
Well, not to mention, she's going to appear in I Play Rocky coming up this November to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the first Rocky film, which is going to tell the story about the making of that movie. She's going to be playing Sasha Stallone, who was Stallone's wife at the time. So, and she seems, that was the first time I saw her before I heard about this. So,
You know, I saw that trailer twice in the theater, and I didn't even pick up that's. I need to watch the trailer again just to recognize her. I wasn't.
it was her.
I was thrown off by the guy playing Sylvester Stallone.
You mean how good he actually sounded just like him?
Sure.
Sure.
Anyway,
Never can win with you.
Before we get into the main topics, Ben, you recorded a TikTok with Amanda Prokowski and Aaliyah Joe.
Oh, God. Do I know where this is going?
Absolutely. I asked Amanda to send me this post. She did, and I am gladly going to play this now.
Really,
for everyone.
Amanda? Really, Amanda?
So, the volume's all the way up. This is only 15 seconds, so we shouldn't get copyright strike. But Michiana, check this out.
Shout out
Very
Amanda Prokowski
good.
and Aaliyah Joe for making their first appearances on Take 16.
No, sorry, Ben, I gotta say, I cringed the heck out when I mean, they were fun.
Isn't
but
that
then
what TikToks is all about, though?
some TikToks are educational and fun, but
Yeah, but what about when you're having fun and you're half asleep in the morning trying to wake up? That's the only thing you can do.
well, I guess if you want to make your buddy cringe out, then I mean, I watched, I was like, what the heck, Ben's in this? And then I saw you trying to dance, and you know what, we're gonna move past it. I'm done attacking you to your face.
Can't I just get a compliment saying, hey, Ben, I'm happy you did it. Good job.
Ben, good job for getting us the views.
You know what? I'm going to take that. You're welcome. And once again, shout out Amanda Prokowski and Aaliyah Joe for taking part in that. That was a lot of fun.
So next topic, Ben, don't know if you know about this guy, but Novak Djokovic, he has a new it's a documentary style thing. You know, we're just gonna cut to a quick sneak peek and then we'll talk about it.
Okay.
That's when you use that force of stubbornness to prove everybody wrong.
All right. So, Spencer, tell me about what this documentary is set to follow.
So this documentary uses behind-the-scenes access of family scenes and tournament footage to examine Novak Djokovic's drive, complicated public image, and historic tennis career. It's basically about him and himself, like literally follows his real life career and life and everything. Includes interviews with his wife, Rafael Nadal, Andre Agassi, Pete Sampras, and Boris Becker. So if you can tell I struggled the same, my apologies. But yeah, this is like a real life documentary. Ben, do you know anything about this man?
I do not actually, even though I probably should, but it looks interesting. So,
Yeah, kind of. I mean, that little Nats I edit. Okay, that not to be an ego boost to myself, but it got my attention, and it talked about. I walked right in that one, didn't I?
yep.
Anyway, well, you know, well, I just lost my train of thought. You're chewing on my ego, just really made me lose my train of thought.
Well, you know what? You showed a TikTok of me dancing. So,
Well,
even.
in the trailer, I remember they talked about how does it feel to become the villain or something like that, and then it showed him kind of trying to keep his cool. I mean, a lot of us athletes seem to have that kind of moment, but I might give it a shot. I might give it a shot.
all right. Well, when is this set to premiere?
That is set to premiere on Thursday, August 20th.
All right, so it is already out by the time this episode airs. So how about we jump ahead to Friday right now, and we check out a sneak peek of the Dynasty
Absolutely.
UConn Huskies.
Here we go.
It's raining blue for Connecticut. Title number 12.
All right, well, premiering on Apple TV Friday, August 21st. It's a 3-part documentary that chronicles the 40-year transformation of the UConn women's basketball into the NCAA powerhouse under Coach Gino Awarenuma.
Good job. Yep. And this is it's the real people again. We have a lot of sports documentary style content coming out, don't we?
Nice, practically 30 for 30 content, and I'm all the way down for it because, I'm not the biggest fan of UConn. I'll come right out and say that right now, but I would be lying if I'd say they are not entertaining to watch. So, you know what? Bring it on.
You're going to give it a shot, huh?
I am. Yes, 100%. I do like March Madness. I do love basketball playoffs, especially college basketball. So you know what? Anytime I'm going to get some good content with that, bring it on.
I might give it a shot too. I'm not, Ben, and most people know I'm not a sports guy, but I watched, what is that Ben Affleck basketball movie that came out a few years ago? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I can't think of the name right now.
I genuinely enjoyed that one.
Air.
I was thinking something way back. He was a drunk. Really? You don't know what I'm talking about?
I don't think I do.
Oh, I haven't seen Air, but that one has my attention. But unless you have any further comments, Ben, we have a very different Netflix film coming out on Friday, August 21st. So shall we go in and give them the spiel on that one?
Let's take a look.
So, Facing El Chapo on Netflix. 2 Mexican police officers must make it through the last hours of their shift after crossing a ruthless cartel boss. This crime drama is actually based on true events and concerns the cartel world associated with Joaquin El Chapo Guzman. Guzman. So yeah, based on true events and the real cartel world. So a lot of popular Netflix stuff deals in the cartels, don't they?
Well, let's be honest. Crime thrillers are very popular nowadays, and anybody or any studio who has a chance to make them, they're going to do it because they know it's going to get views. But if you put some good filmmaking into it, you're going to get something that's really entertaining and have some good content. So you know what? Maybe I'll give it a shot.
And I think it's all in Spanish. Ben, would you give it a shot?
Yeah, as long as there's subtitles in there that I can read and that I can understand.
I mean, Parasite was amazing. Train to Busan was amazing. Hey, why not give us this shot?
Sentimental Value was good. How about we check out Insidious Out of the Further, once again releasing this weekend.
Here's a quick sneak peek.
You can bring demons back to the human world permanently.
All right, so Gemma, a young mother living in her childhood home, discovers that she can enter the further and accidentally brings in its malevolent spirits into the living world. Finally, the demons are actually coming here. What? Amelia Eve plays Gemma, while Sinshay reprises the paranormal investigator role of Elise Rayner. You know what? This 6th entry in the Insidious Supernatural franchise, I'm down. Yeah, it can be tiring after another, and they do get kind of repetitive, but come on, it's almost Halloween, so we're entitled for one good scare.
I've only seen the first Insidious, full disclosure. I mean, there's a lot of movies that we're covering on these podcasts. I just haven't seen the previous or any of the franchises, isn't there? I mean,
yeah, but you know what? We're learning about this in real time then, so doesn't that make this a little bit relatable to our audience?
And well, I thought The Last Key was supposed to be the last movie, first of all.
It was, but you know what? That made money, so...
Just like the last Conjuring movie made money, they're gonna make more of those without the
without Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga.
Yeah,
the Warrens.
Yes. What the heck? My brain is.
Well, the Warrens are supposed to come back, but they're going to be played by younger actors.
Oh yeah, they're working on that prequel. I don't know how that's gonna go. I did not mean to sound like that.
Conjuring First Communication, I believe it's called, and it'll be a TV series.
You're already on that. You already know all about that, don't you?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Me and former 16 News Now reporter Natasha Cassell still text back and forth about that every now and then.
Well, you know, Insidious, it's horror. It's going to make money. It's going to make money. Am I going to see it? Probably not. But I need to watch all the sequels, and then I'll probably watch this when it comes out on streaming. So I'll still support you in some way, you know.
Thank you, Spencer. I appreciate that.
Wow, that I did not. I'm just a savage today, aren't I?
A little bit. But how about we go a complete 180 and check out, just listen to this title. We're going from Insidious Out of the Further to The Magic Faraway Tree.
You know, Ben, it's important to have diverse content from adult horror, slasher, supernatural to some fun, family-friendly, kid-friendly, something that the whole family, including 5-year-olds, can enjoy.
Just cue the footage because you already ruined my transition.
At the top of that ladder are lands that come and go. There's loads.
All right, Ben, shall I talk or do you want to talk?
I think you should because I am still on that footage of a birthday cake I think I saw.
Oh my God. So, a family moves to the countryside where the children discover an enchanted tree that leads to magical lands and eccentric residents. Guess what? Andrew Garfield's in this movie playing Tim. Claire Foy is in this movie. And some other not familiar faces you're going to see as well.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but did you say enchanted tree?
Enchanted? Does that sound better?
I thought I heard enchanted for some reason.
I think I meant to say enchant. Okay, well, whatever.
All right, A.A. Milne.
Okay, Ben. This is an adaptation, as I was saying. This is an adaptation of Enid. Okay. Enid Blyton's.
There's the birthday cake. I knew I saw that.
Good Lord have mercy. Enid Blyton, am I saying that right? It's based on the book of the same name, and it's launching a planned family fantasy film series. How about that?
Well, you know what? We got Andrew Garfield back on the big screen, so let's go.
Yeah, what, you missing a Spider-Man?
I do, actually.
Oh, really? Okay.
Although I will say Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man, actually. Live action
we're gonna
Spider-Man.
have to-
I know you're going to go for Tobey Maguire. But you know what? Hey, we're going to see all of them again, most likely in Avengers Secret Wars next year. So
Major spoiler alert, way a year ahead of time, then. All right.
it's happening. Predicting it right now as we speak.
Probably, yeah. But you're probably not going to see the Faraway Tree, are you?
Maybe. You never know.
I have my best friend, his daughter is 4 now. So, hey, that could be, I could recommend that. Actually, we could see that as a family.
I will say, looking at the production design from the way that trailer was edited, it looks like it's almost like a nostalgia trip. Like this could have been made like in the early 2000s. Because I remember movies like that where they had like these corny effects and storylines like that. Look at Bridge to Terabithia that we were talking about just a few minutes ago. That looks like that it could be taken right out of from the same filmmaker.
For some reason, it made me think of Narnia. For some reason,
I could see that too.
Because a film series based on the books, kid-friendly, family-friendly, got some fun action that may be a little adult violence, but they bring it down to PG for obvious reasons. Do we have our next Narnia? That's actually makes more money and gets better reviews.
Hey, you know, Greta Gerwig is working on a new Narnia, so.
Oh yeah, and it's a series, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, you know, she's a good filmmaker. I'm interested to see what she does. But are you ready to take another whole 180? Do I even have the right thing loaded up here is a real question.
I certainly hope so. We are looking at footage of 100 Years of Solitude, the series finale, premiering on Netflix Wednesday, August 26th. So here's something for you to enjoy this weekend.
And I believe we have a sneak peek, so if I have this tuned up correctly, here we go.
You don't really want to be against me.
All right, Spencer, so what are we looking at here, buddy?
So this is the final installment of... Wow, I did not do a good job of writing this, did I? It's the final installment of this show. It's the series finale of the of this family generations of confronting war, love, madness, and the curse. The what?
Buendia family.
Do you just want to read it?
I'll take a crack at it. This is the final installment returns to Macondo as the Buendia family generations confront war, love, madness, and the curse that has shadowed their town.
So what do you think?
I think what I'm looking at is something that I've never seen before, but it does seem interesting enough. I do like those little time shifts that we were looking at. There's a little Colonel Sanders lookalike over there.
Okay.
So it had to be said out right there. But you know what? This is the conclusion of Netflix's 16-episode adaptation of Gabriel Garcia's Marquez 1967 magical realist novel. So you know what? I'm interested. Let's bring it on.
A lot of Spanish shows, huh?
Quite a bit, yeah.
Yeah, and I think, I don't remember, I already forget what NASA they played. There's only, in the whole trailer, there's only like one sentence where a guy's actually speaking English in that, so.
Yeah, but I don't think that's a bad, like, I'm not going to watch this. I think no matter what language a film is in, you should be able to
I'm saying I find
appreciate
it funny, like that everything's in, they're talking in Spanish, but then everything's in English. But I like the diverse of different languages in this, and I might give this a shot. And like, it looks very dark. Well, of course, like anything dealing with crimes and naked and everything's going to be dark.
A lot of crime thrillers too, I noticed, actually.
Yeah, and I believe that's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix. Netflix is on a roll, but on Prime Video, if we can jump over to that for our last topic today, how about we take a look at The Last Sunrise that is premiering on Prime Video and that you can watch this weekend because it released August 26th.
Yes, and so unfortunately, I don't...
Actually, you know what? I got the date wrong. You can't watch it this weekend yet. You can watch the trailer because it premieres August 26th.
Yes, so you can see that online. I don't have it in here for us for some reason, but I forgot to get that in. I'll fix that in post-production, so you should be seeing it right now. But this is about a college student named Ray, however.
Ray.
She takes a summer trip to Mallorca with her mother and falls for Julianne and begins to live in the moment as her illness and family secrets threaten the trip.
Oh.
Ben, you want to take a crack at these? Or it stars a lot of people, basically.
Yeah,
including
the film is... Oh,
Eva Longoria. Is that how you say it?
Yes.
All right. So, and it's also based on a novel by Anna Todd that was published on May 6th last year. Wow, they just really jumped the gun and wanted to adapt this novel, huh?
Do we know what type of illness that this main character has?
I didn't read too much into it. I don't think they specified it in the trailer.
Okay, so we know that she's sick. She falls in love for a dude, and we'll see where it goes.
So another romantic drama thriller, huh? And
I wouldn't say thriller, but
well, if you watch the trailer, it might be a good thing that I didn't have the trailer ready because I'd edit like half of that out, even though it doesn't show anything real bad. Like what's the audio,
you can tell what's happening.
Very much so.
Okay.
And some of the dialogue is not swear heavy or any slurs, but I mean the dialogue is wow.
Hey, if you can edit that Super Troopers trailer, I think you can edit just about anything, my
Well,
friend.
there's a reason I only played like 20 seconds of the Super Troopers thing. So.
Exactly. Case in point.
Anyway, I've been going on for 25 minutes, haven't we? Half
sure
this
have.
has just been me being a savage and like attacking you and attacking everyone.
Well, then
My
15
bad,
seconds
people.
out of that is me, Amanda Burkowski, and Aaliyah Joe dancing.
Yeah, I really want to keep. I hope that doesn't get copyright struck. But
Hey, they'll still be able to see it on the website.
yeah, I didn't even ask Aaliyah if I could play that. Here's the thing.
Aaliyah Joe is an amazing sport, so you know what? She'll like it.
So we have the following week, starting next Friday, we have some pretty interesting titles coming out. So Ben, let's take a look. We have 2 serious ones and then a full 180 to a full on what I'm thinking is a sports comedy.
Again?
Apparently, so let's take a look at this.
The only thing left to fear is survivors.
You caught him.
I did 30 years ago. He's doing life in prison.
Then how is he killing again?
What's the worst that can happen?
He finds out your best holiday and actually murders you.
I might be in over my head.
All right, so we got some good stuff. We got another summer blockbuster on the way. On top of that, Robert De Niro returning to an awesome type of crime genre that I'm totally excited for.
Nice.
Chad Powers returning for season 2, which was basically Mrs. Doubtfire meets football.
Well, okay.
It was.
I didn't know about Chad Powers until I found this and then made an edit of it a few days ago. So
What did you think of it?
it looks
Trailer,
fun.
at least.
There were 2 different sounds I really wanted to use from this trailer, but I didn't. There's no bad. Oh, I keep belching. There's no bad words. There's no bad words in it.
Get it out.
But some of the. It's an adult joke. Again, no bad words, but I didn't know how much of the line we could tread there. But it's so funny, and I just really wanted to use it. But I'll ask the bosses next time. But the Dog Stars really has my attention. I mean, the Whisper Man, that has my attention too. Robert De Niro,
Adam Scott, Michael Keaton, they're all in it. The Dog Stars, you got Margaret Qualley, Jacob L. Doherty, Josh Brolin.
I am really considering seeing that in the theater. I'm not gonna lie, that really has my attention.
I just hope they don't kill that dog. That's what scares me.
That's you know what they say about Ridley Scott when he makes a movie.
Yes.
Every time, what did they say? Do you tell me?
No. I thought you were.
They say every time Ridley Scott makes a new film, the gods flip a coin. It's either,
You know what? I could see that. I could see that.
He knows how to direct visually, but it's either really, really good or really, really bad. I did not mean to sound like Sid the Stuff there, but
Really quick, before we bring this episode to a close, what's your favorite Ridley Scott movie?
come on. It's between
I like Alien myself.
It's between Alien and Gladiator. off the
Okay,
top of my
that's
head.
2. I could see those being the top 2.
It's Gladiator. Because Alien relies on more on horror, and I don't feel as emotional. Gladiator, I almost cried at the end.
Well, are you not entertained?
I am very okay. Yeah. We're excited for these movies. Basically, Ridley Scott, the Dog Stars, stacked cast. I'm excited for that movie.
I can tell.
It's money. I hope I can see it in the theater. But
Should we just bring this episode to a close before anything else goes crazy?
Probably. I'm Spencer Beehler.
I'm Benjamin
We'll
Slack.
see you next time, Michiana.
We both have films opening on December 18th, and we decided to coin it.
You go for it.
We're thinking Dunes Day.
I'm not afraid to die.
Hell answers to me.